and it's brought to you by EA Sports.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Keep it up! Keep it up!
Make some plays out there,
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Ritter back to throw.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Damone Clark drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run left with Pollard. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Second down, Pollard again.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4th-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Brandon Jones picking it up. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from the coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here's 2nd and 10. A give to Pollard running left.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're done.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's
defense. Solid coverage.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Back to throw here. That is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Robinson here.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Ritter. There's Chris Olave.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Ritter. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Marquise Bell drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken on the 25.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Falcons nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Ridder and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
They'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss and the tackle.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Ridder throwing on 3rd down. A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this.
Under review.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it looked like a launch to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you know.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Downfield, and he's got Olave.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Chris Olave.
52 yards.
And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, they'll throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. He's past the 30. Past midfield. Look out. No whistles. He's still going. And he's going to score. Touchdown. No time remaining. And this is going to count.
Well, we, of course, saw this a little while back in an Alabama-Auburn game at the college level. You just don't expect to see this, though, in the NFL.
No, not at all. And what you're also seeing are NFL teams being more aggressive about, hey, if you're going to miss a field goal, you got a guy back there. We've got a chance to bring it back.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Second half begins with a run by Pollard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able.
They've got his man complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Deebo Samuel.
70 yards.
And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
75 yards.
and the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Koo now for the point after.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
2nd and 10.
Now back to throw.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Back to throw again.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number at 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get it. Ritter has it knocked down.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
So out come the Falcons now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's Ritter.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Marquise Bell
now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Ritter now.
This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Ritter to throw it.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Micah Parsons
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Ritter will set up to throw it.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Damone Clark, his 2nd sack of the night.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Ritter will throw for it.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than 1 play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And some room to work.
Takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Marquise Bell bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter.
And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the
touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense set to go. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ridder gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down with ease as they'll wind up getting 9 there on 4th and 5.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Ridder cannot escape, and they bring him down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 1. Touchdown! A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cowboys up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Back to throw, Ridder. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ridder looking to throw on 1st and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
Ridder. It's going to be caught by Pitts. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Micah Parsons make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys with much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Try to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from going up by 30. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2.